Hello. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm just testing out YouTube. My laptop tends to not be great at streaming, so even though I'm not running a game, it might not work out so good. Let me just open up my YouTube. YouTube's dashboard does not work good. Here, we can... Oh, that's the wrong title. See, I updated it.
YouTube's
Whoa, that's loud.
does not work good.
Let's make that quieter.
Here, we can... Oh, that's the wrong title. See, I updated it. YouTube's
Whoa, that's loud.
does not work good.
Oh no, we gotta get it's a feedback loop.
Oh, that's loud. Does not work good.
Ugh. We're just gonna sit here for a second.
Oh no, we gotta get it's a feedback loop.
Everything's quiet. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Hi. So I don't know if this is not time for video games. That is what the stream says, but that is incorrect. How do I edit my stream title, actually? Let me go into my video list. It is not time for video games. It is time for working. Time to work. Let's see if that updates the stream name. Yes, now it says time to work. Okay. I'm going to put this microphone over here, and I'm going to test the sound again. Because I don't want it in front of my keyboard. That's annoying. So, I'm just writing homework assignments. Oh, now it says I'm not live. Now it says I am live.
Homework assignments.
Okay. Let me also contact my friend who is now done working. So yeah, if anyone is interested, I'm writing content for my Discrete Math class, which is something I do at home all the time anyway, but in case you're wondering what it looks like to build discrete math problems and not in MS Word, because I don't use that garbage, here we are. I have to write the solution at the same time, otherwise it's going to be so slow to grade. So this is what I do. I use LaTeX, and I just make diagrams as needed and add solutions and stuff. So that's just what I'm doing now. So let's see. Just like looking at like the YouTube dashboard is still poopy. It doesn't work. And I guess I can't really play music if I work like this. So, well, we'll see how it goes. I need to finish this problem. I've been writing notes for each of our topics in Discrete Math so that I have like a nice, concise place to just have all of the information. And this is just up on my GitLab. Hello, Mike. How are you? Hello. I'm just going over my LaTeX stuff and all the documents I write for the Discrete Math class I teach. So, got all this. Oh, I haven't written the composition operation, but that one's not a big deal. So, we're doing function properties. That's currently what I'm implementing. So, let's see. I created multiple functions. Let's look at f. F has the rule 1 to a, 2 to d, 3 to c. So the question is it Onto? Is it one-to-one? And is it invertible? Spoilers, it is not invertible. So I always forget the properties. Onto is every element of the codomain is an output. So not everything here. B is missing an input. So no, B is missing an input. Is it one-to-one? One-to-one is... Oh, what did your government say? Are you guys quarantining, like, or setting curfews and stuff? Lockdown, BBC News. Avoid offices, pubs, and travel. Oh, wow. So my buddy Mike has asthma, and they say that he needs to stay inside for 12 weeks. That's a long time. Hopefully you have family members who can, like, go grab groceries and stuff for you. But maybe it's time for you to start streaming games as well. I'm a very indoor person, so I like to spend time inside anyway. I'm gonna go shut the door because my husband's also working. Actually, I need to shut Luna out of here. So I'm working at home, my husband's working at home, just in different rooms. Ooh. Healthy people only have to stay away from pubs and bars, try to work from home. My sister's gonna get supplies for me. That's good. Let's bring this over here. We'll make a little space. I don't know how to get rid of this message. It'll be down here. Well, I hope things are gonna go well. I hope you do okay. Maybe we should just play video games together to pass time. Because honestly, I haven't felt like doing any game programming since the news of the quarantine. I'm just like, I don't feel like taking it easy. I just want to play some video games, maybe. Let's see. A, D, C is 1-2-1. And not invertible. So yep, this is what I do for hours a day when I'm prepping my stuff. Last time I taught discrete math, is my feed still up? Yes, okay. Last time I taught discrete math was like 2 years ago, so I don't know. I would like to work full-time as a teacher and then hopefully have all my stuff prepared and nice and ready to go. Oh, this chat's not updating now. It didn't... Oh, there we go. Ugh. YouTube, you've fallen behind. Oh, your mom and dad will have to be indoors. Can play games and work from home and work on map work. I guess now's the time to work on projects. Okay, so X, Y, Z. So is Onto is not 1-to-1, not invertible, not 1-to-1, because X is being pointed to twice. Or, I guess saying X is the output of more than one input. Yeah, the feed is still up. It's just YouTube's tools maybe are not as polished as Twitch's tools. Okay, H. 1A, 2B, 3C, 4D. This is yes for everything. And then I... So this one is not Onto. Z is not, doesn't have an input. It is not 1 to 1. W is is the output of 2 items, and so it is not invertible. Yay! So that's that question. Let me look at my notes. I'm going to split these up into different assignments. Oh yeah, I need to have them diagram some function inverses. So, function inverses. Diagram the inverse of the following functions. Identify whether the original and the inverse are onto 1 to 1. So this will be on a new page. I don't need the rest of these questions here. I think that's good for one homework assignment. And just have begin tabular. It's kind of hard to set up like grids in LaTeX, so I use tables just like one would do with their old HTML from 20 years ago. So let me grab my general function diagram. So I use LaTeX to do all sorts of diagramming. It has circuit diagrams. It has, Discrete Math has a lot of diagramming going on. It has Venn diagrams. It has circuits, Carnot maps, graph theory stuff. So for instance, I put in my LaTeX examples repository. I have some examples of circuit diagrams and the text files for drawing those out, function diagrams, just some basic Boolean algebra. Because especially Venn diagrams are kind of hard to type out in LaTeX, so I just kind of made a bunch so I can just use those instead. Set information, all sorts of math. LaTeX is very handy for people teaching discrete math. Here's some Carnot maps. So, okay, I will build this real quick. So this is just kind of my generic diagram, and then I'll have the student, draw a inverse, and then also identify the thingy. So let's do it this way. In the next column, what is the thingy? Oh, circle. I also have a whole bunch of LaTeX stuff to find for reuse. So I have this is my widgets. So I have all the libraries I need. I have different colors to find and some colorblind friendly colors to find. I have different formatting that I use for my questions and just to make it look consistent and nice. I have stuff identified for I can basically put something in where's my thingy? A solution block. I could say solution and then put the solution here and put the a fill in the blank here and put the solution in here. So I can build both the solution key and the the thing the student sees in one document. So I just put both of these in one document and I just toggle between them because there's also little variables there's counters you can have true false variables and you can have text placeholders and stuff. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff, but it's also very useful and it makes very attractive documents And whenever I see other teachers' documents that they type up in like Word, I'm just like, ugh, this isn't as attractive as my documents. One, two, one. Oh, that's not, I want that top aligned. Okay, well, we'll do this a different way. We'll put 2 diagrams and then 2 sets of properties. So, put this like that. I'm gonna remove arrows from here. Those are kind of spaced pretty close together. So I'm going to maybe scooch these over a little bit. Let's make this like that. I can define my points on the diagrams ahead of time. Oh wait, this should be 3, 5, 5. And then over here, these will be 4s. And then I can literally just change these down here. So if I wanted like D1 to point to D2 or C2 instead, or C1 instead, I just rebuild it, and that changes where they're pointing to. So that makes it easier to kind of maintain these and just like switch them up for different problems and stuff. Don't have to like manually go click and drag stuff. It also makes it so source control is super useful for doing these. So let's put original and inverse. So then they will have to draw the inverse version. I'm going to erase my nodes for that one. So they're going to have to like label all of that. And then identify properties. Yeah, I also cannot live without source control. These go over here. I will not start a new project without starting a repository. And if I do like write any code without a repository, yeah, they're pretty good. If I start a project without a repository, it's like I feel like everything's gonna explode and be terrible and die. I'm gonna lose all my work. Hello, what's up?
Just take it. Okay.
So, yeah, I've been putting my computer science notes in here. So I haven't really changed a whole lot from, like, I've been adding on to documents, not changing it as much, but yeah, everything, you can see all of the changes. So, oh, I added some information on Unix scripting because someone I'm tutoring is taking a Unix scripting class, and the resources are a little jumbled, maybe? I don't know. I'm not in the class. I've never taken the class at my college for Unix scripting, so. Okay. I don't like that not being aligned. We're going to put a table in a table. So we're going to come down here and begin a new table. 2 left aligned columns. Now we can do onto, not onto, and 1-to-1, not 1-to-1. And just reuse that. Oops. Tap to that. Now that looks better. I spend so much time formatting these. Like, my documents are the best documents. And, I do this for my programming classes too, though sometimes I feel like maybe it's just best to put those in an HTML file so you can kind of print it out and use like JavaScript libraries for syntax highlighting and stuff, and then reference it from anywhere online. But as far as, like, I like having something that is printable if the student needs it to be printable, and also very easy to read, very well formatted, not just a jumble of information. So I spend a lot of time on this stuff. Okay, so I need to diagram some things. Let's add text to these nodes. And point some nodes to other nodes. Doesn't really matter. We'll just set them up with different things. So this one's going to be a normal function that's Onetoone one-to-one. And let me open up this real quick so I can get my colorblind friendly colors. Yeah, blue, orange, gray, light orange, I think. And we'll build that, and then that looks okay. And then they'll just have to put in the nodes here and here, label it correctly, and redraw the diagrams and identify these. So that's one question. I guess I'll just have 4 of these or something, or maybe 5. Because I like to have a nice permutation of all the different things you'd run into. So this is one. I need to put the solution in here. So for the solution, we're going to grab the same table and throw it in here, and then that will show up down there. Oops. I'm this way about my command line programs that I write in class, and when I am helping my students as well, I'm like, this command line interface isn't nice enough. It needs to be nicer. We need to make it look good. My brain won't read something if it's not formatted nicely. So over here, we can just change these up. Let's take these and take our nodes, but then we're gonna change them around. So we'll do A, B, C, D, E, or I don't know, maybe I should just change these over here. Maybe it'd be clearer if I just change the labels. So we'll change these to be over on the other side and this side. And then we need to update the arrows. The other day I was also writing the set exam. So I wrote a Python script to just generate sets for me, and then also give me a list of all of the intersections between the sets, unions, differences, stuff like that. So I use that to generate tests. Okay, so then this will be changed. We're going from C3 to D1, and so on. We inverse this. Okay, so does that look correct? We have the original E is going to 4. Here we have 4 going to E, and so that's probably all fine. This one is, what was my shortcuts? I have, am I in the right? This is computer science notes. We have, there we go. Radio button. So this is Onetoone. This is one-to-one. Get rid of this part. Or just leave this blank, I guess. And over here, it also makes it much easier to grade if you keep the answer key in the same format and not like, if it looks like if I had written it myself, except typing it up in LaTeX. Because if it's in a different format, like what I have up here, where I have to like in my brain say, okay, this is A, function is this one, onto is this one. If it's literally just this whole diagram, but with the things marked correctly, it makes it so much faster to grade. Okay. So, actually, let me open up, and a lot of this stuff is in my repositories. Question generation, discrete math. So here is where I was generating a bunch of those, and then they would generate this sort of thing, and then I can just throw those into like a quiz bit builder and just not have to worry about coming up with stuff. Because it seems silly to me to like, I mean, some teachers will take the exams back, like a paper exam back, after they have their students take the exam because they want to reuse those questions. But when it comes to like math and stuff, you can really just have a computer generate questions for you. There's no reason to kind of protect those. But okay, so this is one question. And gonna make another one. Oh man, this is gonna be a really boring stream. I don't know what else to really do besides, like, I have Canvas, but Canvas is such a pain in the butt LMS. And I don't want to set up stuff in there. Okay, so this will be question 8. And we'll need a few of these. I can change these up, so I can basically make this, let's see, onto is everything is pointed to by at least one arrow, even if it's, and if something's missing an arrow. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this. It's kind of easiest to do that by making it a little lopsided. So I'll probably just work on the questions here for a second. So these can point to anything. 2, 3, 4, oops. And then I can update those colors as well. Then they'll have to do the inverse. I'm going to just leave the keys off right now. I will take care of these later, off of the stream, when I'm going to actually assemble it on Canvas to be the assignment. Because see, I have this over here, and then I have to create a new assignment and put that all in. Here I have my Boolean algebra and stuff like that. So,
In algebra.
oh, that's my voice. Okay, so that's another one. And now I want one that is, actually I should have copied the other thingy. Let me just copy this part. And I'll just put it in here for reference. So we have one that is not onto. We need one that is not one-to-one. And it should be on its own page. Okay, so one-to-one is everything is pointed to by no more than one arrow. So this one we want it to be not one-to-one. So I'm going to just point something at it at the same thing twice or something. So if like this is pointing at C3 and that's pointing at C3. And then, or maybe I'll just do 1, 1, 2, 3 and get rid of 4. I'm trying to think. Okay. We'll get rid of E, don't need that. So 1 is being pointed to by multiple things. I'm going to get rid of 4 and 5. Actually, no, I could have handled that better. Let's leave that. Let's get rid of 5. And we'll point 1, 2, 3, 4 at C4 or D5. Yeah. And I'll change the colorings later as well. So this one's not one-to-one. That's probably fine. We have one that is a function. We have one that is not onto, and not one-to-one. So for this assignment, that's pretty much all I'll need to do. I just need to update the key to look nice and set up this Canvas assignment where I upload all of the files I need. And set that all up. So I have like very structured stuff. I have everything backed up in here as well on the off case that I have to share this with another professor. I don't know if they would use my stuff or not, but I'm just putting everything in here. I got lecture stuff, old lecture files, but I need to update my lectures to be better. Haven't felt like making video lectures recently, but I don't know. But yes, that is a little bit of how I work on discrete math. So I have some multiple sections. Let me open up the sections thingy. I haven't set up this page here, but we have intro to functions, then we'll go into relations, which is like binary relations, equivalence relations, order relations. And then the composite operation is in there, so that's like just an extra spot. So I have a lot of work to do today. Well, or this week. It doesn't have to be done today. This is technically spring break. There is not any new stuff on the class website this week, so I have the entire week to work on this stuff. Okay, I'm going to continue doing this. It's going to be boring to watch, so I'm just going to stop the stream. But I thought that might be interesting if anyone wanted to see what working with LaTeX looks like and how amazing it is. It does have a learning curve, but it's not that bad. I kind of just jumped in when I decided, hey, I should learn this, and picked up stuff over time as needed, Googled things as needed, and now, like, I have a lot of useful stuff that I use a lot of the time, all of the time. So, okay. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I definitely recommend LaTeX for, like, if you're ever trying to write documents that, especially if you want it source controlled, like source controlled documents are so good. But yeah, okay. I'll see you guys later. I will probably play some video games around lunchtime tomorrow and stream that. Bye.